other years, it just doesn't work that way. Doesn't mean he's a non-factor on defense. He helps his teams in other ways.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Porzingis is out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward. And for San Antonio, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. And it's Fox. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this great, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher. And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Now Fox. Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama down low. He's against Porzingis, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And sends Victor Wembanyama to the free throw line. It's on Porzingis. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Fox passes to Vassell. Back to Fox. Shoots the 3. That one misses. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. It's a 3-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
Curry's shot is off. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Left side, Porzingis. Pass to Podziemski. Inside. They kick it out to Green. From deep, here's Moody. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Fox. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
Moody's shot is off.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
There's the pick. Fox against Curry. And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC, another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
He hits both from the stripe. Here we are over halfway through the season right now, Stan, and these teams have certainly come a long way to this point.
Well, Kevin, every season is a journey, and you have to applaud the work ethic of these guys to keep competing even as the wear and tear of the season adds up.
Here's Porzingis. That shot is off. Good defense by Wembanyama. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Fox passes to Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. And easy 2 points on the layup. Wembanyama has got 5 now.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Back to Podziemski. Pass to Green. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Here's Champagny. Spurs passing it around. Here's Wembanyama. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. And it's 7 points for Victor Wembanyama. Pass to Podziemski. Now Porzingis, defended by Wembanyama. Fades, sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Fox finds Wembanyama. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Porzingis. Over Wembanyama. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. For San Antonio, they've got 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Curry against Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. In the corner, Castle with it. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Podziemski. Again, the Spurs good for 2. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Podziemski on the wing. Green passes to Moody. Curry on the wing. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
And Porzingis doesn't take too many shots from the corners, but he's effective when he does.
Wembanyama, left side. And that one is good. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, he obviously came in ready to play, already hitting 4 of his first 5 shots.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Warriors. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Warriors.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
The Warriors making a switch here. Santos is checked in. Wembanyama with it. Guarded by Porzingis. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Pass to Santos. Back to Curry. Shoots over Fox. Curry kicks to Melton. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Warriors lead by 1.
A smart play from Steph. Wow.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Fox. It's good.
And now 6 straight points here coming on the inside.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Now Porzingis. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Yeah, try as they might, the defense can't stop Porzingis inside. He's too tall and too committed.
Wembanyama with it. Guarded by Porzingis. Clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Curry. Porzingis passes to Curry. Here's Moody. Scoreless thus far. Porzingis high post. Tries again. The rebound by the Spurs.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Vassell, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Santos. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Coming out on the floor,
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Devin Vassell. Johnson, he's checked in for Stephon Castle. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. And here is Harper. 14 points from him the last game against the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
To the inside. Pass to Spencer. Outside, Horford. Just 5 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And here is Olynyk. Johnson outside. from the line. Horford with the rebound.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Stand hard to figure, right? Here's a guy pushing 40 years of age. Al Horford looks as good as ever.
Oh, he sure does, Kevin. He reminds me of me and you. Guys that just seem to be a lot younger than they really are. And Al's still getting it done every single night in this league. It's a testament to his discipline and his professionalism.
And he makes the first. The Spurs making a switch here. Fox is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Porzingis is checked in. He's off on the second. Spurs trail by 4. Outside Harper. Cornet kicks to Johnson. Back to Cornet. Porzingis with the steal. Porzingis is double. Here's Santos. 9 points last game. For the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Johnson finds Fox. Outside Harper. Spurs passing it around. Outside Fox. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Out left to the wing. Horford has a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, there's the floor stretching ability of Horford. Very hard for a defense when he's knocking those down.
Fox with it. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. 6 to shoot. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Fox has got 6 points.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got DeAnthony Melton. Horford is out there with Porzingis, and it's Santos in at the small forward position. Horford the pass to Porzingis. Here's Melton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Barnes kicks to Harper. The kick out to Fox. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Warriors leading Melton with the ball. He's picked up by Harper. Melton passes to Horford. Over Barnes. Horford gets the bucket. Horford's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, a staple of Horford's offensive attack. He can do damage from the in-between area.
Right side, Fox. On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Harper. Three-pointer, Fox. And Horford pulls it down.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Santos, the pass to Melton. Porzingis sets the pick for Melton. Lets the three fly. Good on the three-point shot. Melton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Harper the pass to Cornette. Here's Johnson. Outside, Fox. Pass to Harper. Fires the three. The Warriors pull it in. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Now Cornette, headed by Porzingis. Cornette kicks to Johnson. And they get it. And it's good on the way in. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, that's where Johnson does most of his scoring. He's very effective down low.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, well De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back to you.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornette. Stephen Curry is checked in for the Warriors. To Melton. Porzingis with a screen on Fox. Now Porzingis beyond the arc. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Porzingis sets the pick for Curry from downtown. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 4th rebound in this one. The kick out to Fox. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Back to Porzingis. Pass to Melton. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Horford against Harper. On the clock. Melton, no good. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 3. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Now, here's Harper. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Golden State's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Porzingis with a screen on Harper. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Vassell comes in for Keldon Johnson. And Castle is subbed in for Harper. Three-pointer, Fox. Nailed from three-point land. Fox has got 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. Number 5, the Spurs.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Here's Moody, still scoreless. Clock at 6. Curry with a wide open look. Drops in the tray. And the Warriors lead by 1.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by the Spurs.
Now Castle. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Outside, Fox. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Now here's Green. 17 points for him last game against San Antonio. Down low. Here's Santos. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket. Santos has got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Spurs have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Barnes sets a screen for Vassell. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Curry with the 3, and the Warriors another 3.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Barnes. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Well, you can see Castle's vision improving, learning how to make good feeds around an NBA-level defense.
Pass to Santos. Outside Curry. Green inside. Defended by Wembanyama. And it's Green missing. Now Castle. To the paint. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Pass to Santos. Now here's Curry. To the left wing. Here's Moody. And the 3 off target. San Antonio leading. It's Vassell on the wing. Launches it. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, Vassell has the range to create a lot of trouble at the arc.
Pass to Santos. Back to Curry. They need this. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look now for San Antonio. Champagne's checked in, and it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in. And San Antonio has possession. Vassell outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, that's a high IQ play by Vassell. Fouled in the act and got to the strike.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they've tried to really capitalize inside. They clearly believe they have an advantage down there, and they're trying to exploit it.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
Well, you can clearly see Devin Vassell is a player with a ton of enthusiasm. He loves being on the floor, working as a cohesive part of his team to get results.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Outside Curry. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The shot fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
The Spurs have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Free throw no good for Wembanyama.
Well, as we know, Wembanyama has all the tools to become an all-time great. He just needs to focus on becoming more efficient.
Curry making it look so easy.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Wembanyama's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Spurs. Warriors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. And here is Curry. Launches it from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
And that one's good, Champagny.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Warriors trail by 7. Podziemski finds Curry. Horford with a screen on Harper. Outside Curry. Another miss by Curry. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. .125 left to play in the first half. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. For 3, Vassell. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Curry. Horford with the screen on Harper. Curry outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 19 points.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Now here's Harper. He has 5. They set the screen to the middle. Here's Champagny.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
44 seconds left in the first half. Here's Podziemski. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio.
And a lot of those points
came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heel.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Curry against Harper. Pass to Pajemski. Back to Curry. There's the triple. Curry so deadly from the corner.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games. It's the Spurs. They lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the San Antonio Spurs. Well, I don't know about you guys, but my eyes have been glued to this one.
Man, it's hard to even look away. This game has been neck and neck.
Neck and neck? Where'd that come from, Ernie?
I believe that phrase comes from horse racing. Shaq, think of like a photo finish like you and Kenny running to the board.
So if I trip him, would that be facing floor?
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Spurs.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And here is Fox. Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Now, here's Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. Fox has got the first basket of the second half here for the Spurs.
Yeah, even with the defense smothering him, Fox stays composed and gets it to go.
That's to Curry. Here's Green. Shoots from the right block. Back to Curry. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Fox. And the foul called on Porzingis. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Al Horford is checked in for Porzingis.
Substitution for the Warriors. Number 20, Al Horford.
San Antonio leading by 7. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 16 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Golden State moving the ball around. Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Vassell outside. Takes a 3. Sinks the triple. Vassell's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Spurs.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Outside Curry. And the Warriors, another 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Fox passes to Champagny. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
Outside, Horford. Now, here's Moody. Tight defense on him. On the wing, Green. Horford sets a screen for Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spurs leading by 9. Here's Vassell. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Podziemski finds Curry. Back to Podziemski. Horford with a screen on Vassell. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Floats it up for Wembanyama. Curry looking around. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Green, guarded by Fox. Fader on the way, and the Warriors miss again. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now, here's Vassell. The wide open look here for Fox. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got his third assist on the night. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Back to you guys.
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Now, here's Moody, covered by Vassell. Podziemski on the wing. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
For three, Vassell bangs home the trifecta. Vassell's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio. Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
San Antonio with the ball after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. It's stolen. To the inside. Horford dishes to Curry. Pass to Green. Now Moody, 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Fires at the elbow. And it's Green, missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
That's good from Castle. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, The NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
And the basket by Curry.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 19. Here's Wembanyama. The shot from the low post is good. Wembanyama's got 26 points.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Here's Santos. He's got 7. The shot by Curry, no good. Green against Wembanyama. A pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama just too big down low.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Back to Curry from deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 15 points here in the second half.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama left side. Chalk up 2 there. And that's now 30 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pass to Podziemski. Here's Santos. Outside Curry. Now Podziemski. No good on the 3. Wembanyama with it. He has 30. Champagny passes to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. No good with the triple.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
A shot by Podziemski, no good.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Outside, Fox. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Fox has got 21 in the game.
And we've become accustomed to seeing this from Fox. A fantastic scorer who knows how to get himself going.
Here's Santos. 7 points in the game. Outside Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Let's see the stat sheet here for Victor Wembanyama.
And guys, he's fighting it a little bit at the free throw line. In the past 10 games, the stroke just hasn't been what we saw earlier in the season. He'll be trying to right that ship here tonight.
Outside Harper. Johnson outside. Shoots from 12. Hornet kicks to Lynx. Lets it go from deep. And it's Melton with the rebound. Warriors trail by 13. Now Curry. He's got 39. Pass to Horford. Shoots over Cornet. Horford no luck. San Antonio's gone 4-6 from three-point land since the start.
And this sort of awesome awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. It's Curry outside. Rebound by Johnson. Spurs leading by 15. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got his third bucket of the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Curry, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
The Warriors have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. Payton, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Curry.
And watching Steph go to work is watching a living legend. Already one of the best to ever do it, and he is still adding to his resume.
Now here's Johnson. 6 points for him. There's a screen. Down low. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
That's good from Horford on the assist by Curry. That's 7 points for Al Horford.
Nice finish by Horford. He got bumped.
Johnson outside. 40 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. That one's not going to go. Warriors trail by 16. Horford finds Payton. Outside Curry. And again for three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And he's tied Curry's mark from 2016, which was the top spot for threes in a game for a short while. It's been that kind of takeover display that we've seen here tonight.
That one drops for him.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's San Antonio. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Just picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind us. So we got to get solid defensively.
Well, clearly, Greg, he's not happy with his team's aggressiveness on the defense. Clearly, Steve calling his team out on it.
Yeah, gently asking for them to pick it up. They're going to need to if they want to win this one.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Brenton Post is out there with Porzingis. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Santos in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Johnson. Fox. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Inside. Deflects the pass. And a fast break now for the Spurs. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Back to Melton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. The rebound by the Spurs. Cornette's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Fox. There's the pick to the inside. Shots it up top. Three-pointer. Here's Cornette. Porzingis with the block.
A unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for San Antonio.
Kelly Olynyk.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Fox goes in, and he banks in the layup. Fox has got 5 points now this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now, here's Melton. Stan, we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory's not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Here's Richard. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen.
Man, Olynyk really throwing it down with some power.
Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Pass to post. To end the drought. And the shot is good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Spurs leading by 20. Outside, Fox. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Harper from the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Melton. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Well, you can't fault the defense. The guy made a difficult shot.
Olynyk sets a screen for Fox. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors trail by 21. Pass to post. Some nice passing by Golden State. Now, here's Melton. Buries it down low.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. San Antonio making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. To the paint. The Warriors pull it in. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Curry. Here's Santos. And Curry has it in the corner. Releases. Wembanyama with the rebound. And here is Fox. Wembanyama down low. He's guarded by Melton.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Santos, the pass to Curry. Here's Santos. Shot clock at 6. Here's Melton. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Fox with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Pass to Melton. Now here's Green. A floater. Curry on the wing. Good, another from 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
In all those great shooting performances from Klay Thompson, well, this night belongs right there with him.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Melton passes to Green. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Wembanyama with it. Here's Barnes. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Curry. The 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Fox. Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And here is Curry. Santos, the pass to Green. Pass to Curry. Front past the arc. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Barnes dishes to Harper. And Fox has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Fox has got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for San Antonio. Warriors trail by 20. Here's Santos. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
And the Spurs with some changes. Champagne's checked in, and it's Vassell in for Johnson. Moses Moody, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Melton.
An elite scorer who gets it done from everywhere. Fox is also one of the fastest players in the league.
Green with a screen on Castle. Outside Curry. Connects again from distance.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record book.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And Klay Thompson, viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 14 made 3s has been passed here this evening.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Green with a screen on Fox. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Green. Makes it off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. And the only thing that can slow down his 3-point onslaught, maybe a break in play.
Well, this crowd can do nothing but watch in awe, GA. He has been spectacular.
Well, look, this guy's been on another level in this one. Every time he lets it fly from the perimeter, it feels like it's going to fall. We're watching a historic performance tonight.
It's time now to present our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Now Fox. Vassell outside. Here's Fox from outside. It's good from long range. Fox has got 35.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Pajemski. And Green now, top of the key. Fox against Curry. 4 on the clock. Over Fox. The shot by Curry, no good. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. And Wembanyama outside. Pass to Castle. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
Here's Green following the bucket by the Spurs. No good off the front iron. Fox deciding where to go with it. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for San Antonio.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will push their record to 39 wins and a good effort tonight. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
So both teams making some changes here. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
Now here's Harper. He's guarded closely. Wembanyama against Porzingis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's just impossible to defend. Wembanyama will take that all day long.
Throw good, Wembanyama. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts, where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
Now, Wembanyama. after the missed three from Stephen Curry. And it goes down 2 points. Wembanyama's got 41.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Podziemski. And again, no good by Golden State. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Now, here's Fox. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.